You're not the usual courier. Please tell me you're his replacement, and that you're just here to pay me a long overdue visit on his behalf. Are you now? Look, I'm expecting a very important package. Very important. What would you say to tracking it down for me? Quickly. I pay, and I pay well. Good. Let's get you on your way, then. Akachi Rosenblum, United Transport, Gagarin Branch. Now, please. Akachi, it's Helena, over at Reliant Medical. Your courier never showed. I need his stops for the day. This is my I don't care voice, Akachi. Oh? And what's your firm's policy on losing our branch as a client? I thought so. Send it to my personal slate. Thank you, Akachi. Here. All the places our courier might have gotten waylaid. She mentioned a panel or something that you can plug his ID number into at each delivery point. They should tell you if he's been there recently. The ID's 8148. When you do finally track him down, you can tell him you'll be completing delivery. Now go get me my package. Please.
You're not gonna tell my mom I'm out here, right?
Man, could I use a vacation?
I remember watching shiny new mechs rolling onto ships at the port. Been a long time since then.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking. Well, for one, it's illegal in UC space. Making mech platforms used to be Gagarin's bread and butter. So, since they were banned in the armistice, I get 1 to 2 folks a month asking what kind of relics I might have lying around. But I'm not about to risk a contraband fine at my age. So that's why I just lay it out up front.
Sometime later, you want to get together and
Refurbished a lot of the pieces myself.
to watch ships come and go.
Gagarin. It was a military town until the end of the Colony War. Mechs were our specialty. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a Gagarin. But that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Arcmite, Centauri Mills. Claim they're here to revitalize the city. Which is funny, since their employees refuse to step foot in most of it. Plenty more competition for stores like mine, that's for sure. UC had a lot more money to throw around in those days. During the war, I couldn't keep the shelves stocked. At first, because of all the demand. But later, because the Freestar Collective flotillas were so damn good at picking off UC merchant craft. But the biggest difference now? The quiet. Not just because most of the forges and mines shut down. It was the testing. Firms used to drive their prototype mechs out into the canyons, way beyond the city. But you could still hear the guns all the way from here. It was like, shoo, thunder. So when the thunder stopped, well, so did Gagarin in a way. I wouldn't lament the loss too much. More than enough ways to still harm your fellow man, unfortunately. Come back soon, eh?
I know a guy who just got a job at the Centauri Mills plant. Won't say what they pay, but his outfits sure have gotten nicer.
Organizational protocol, controlled chaos active. A robot shall not harm a parcel, nor allow a parcel to come to harm through inaction. Sustained interruptions will lead to deactivation. I would like to avoid that.
That is a problem. You'll want to start at Town Hall.
Courier 8148 detected. Error. You have already checked in at this drop-off location. Please resume standard route. Check-in accepted. You are late, courier. Please complete delivery and proceed along your route.
Welcome to the Vanguard Recruitment Office. Here to join the cause. If you've got a ship and the metal to help keep UC systems safe, the Vanguard has got a place for you. The Vanguard is the United Colonies volunteer fleet. Any pilot, UC or otherwise, is welcome to join up. You'll earn credits, and with time, your UC citizenship. Just have to complete an exam and a probationary mission, and you'll be out defending the Fringe in no time. Not a problem. What do you want to discuss? My family's actually lived here since the place was first settled. Gagarin's seen a lot in that time. Wasn't too long ago, this was a booming manufacturing town, churning out mechs for the UC. That all went belly up when the technology was banned post-colony war. Now we've got these outside firms buying up the old factories, bringing in new money. Honestly, I think we'll see this place get a real facelift in our lifetimes. UC Marine Corps. Served in the colony war. I can't talk about the specifics, but I'm proud of what I was able to do. Being a part of something bigger than myself made me who I am today. Living in the war zone, you get a better idea of the value of life, of working together with others, of your own strengths. I'm still processing my experiences and how they changed my life to this day. Come back anytime.
We're not supposed to leave the canyon. Too dangerous.
Folks, I'm cooking. Baron, we just want to be left alone. Understand?
Apparently the corporate execs are talking about building their own priority capital. You been up there? Good luck.
Check-in accepted. Please continue along your route, courier.
I'm Dr. Keala. Are you a new patient? If you're a UC citizen, I can look you up, get your benefits processed once we've done a workup. Oh, well, the UC subsidizes the costs of all services for its citizens, healthcare and beyond. Hard part is, you've got to earn your citizenship first, doing some job for the UC for X number of years. I got mine serving as a doctor in an at-need area, as they lovingly refer to Gagarin. Other folks, they've done it through scientific service, diplomatic posts. Heck, you could even go over and talk to Zenaida about joining the Vanguard. They'll get you your citizenship in no time flat, or so says Zenaida. Oh, well, hello right back at you. If you're ever in need of medical services, you just let me know. I like helping people. I grew up around here, so I already knew basically all of my patients from day one. My parents both worked the mines, and I saw how hard that can be on the body. Made me want to help folks around here. I'm here to help, day or night.
Gagarin's not an easy place to live. Nice to finally be getting some new neighbors.
If you have any problems, you should talk to Chief Pretorius. She'll help you out.
If my services are inadequate, please leave a complaint so I can improve.
Back at last. Did you find the courier? And more importantly, my package? The data is gone. I was afraid that might be the case. Well, I suppose that explains why my employee, Mr. Maximoff, disappeared so suddenly. And why the tracking beacon I installed on his ship was detected fleeing the planet. Here, your payment for finding the courier. It seems you've got some chops when it comes to investigation. What would you say to finding Mr. Maximoff for me? Seeing what he knows about where our data might have wandered off to. Mr. Maximoff was may still be one of Reliant's most ambitious young executives. His business is Reliant's business. If he was to do something rash, like run off with Reliant's confidential and proprietary data, then it's our responsibility to know that. Hence the tracker. And why I'd appreciate your help in confirming if that's the case or not. Excellent. Mr. Maximoff, Bonifant, appears to have set down on another world here in Alpha Centauri, Hawley. Go there and see what he may know on the subject of our missing data.
I was thinking about going for a hike outside the canyon. Then I remembered where we are. Got a drink instead.
Should get back to it anyway.
Another busy day in Gagarin Landing. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I've got a lot of shipments to process still, so let's cut to the chase. Are you here to claim a shipment in storage, or do you have some other shipping concern? Did one of my robots wander off again? Was it something else entirely? What do you expect? Robots never get tired. They don't need breaks. They can carry heavy loads. They're faster and more efficient in every way for this kind of work. And if I'm being honest, I prefer their company. When you've spent most of your life in space away from people, you learn to trust technology more than humanity. You'd be surprised. Gagarin's had a bit of a resurgence lately as an industrial hub. It seems like every week they're storing and shipping more and more cargo. That reminds me, if this keeps up, we're going to need more robots. Well, it's owned by Unified Transport. We employ a mostly robotic staff. Fewer mistakes that way. We do short-term storage, long-term. I guess that's pretty much it. It's a warehouse. We do shipping. Enough said. All right, bye.
I heard there's a bunch of old abandoned mines under town.
All these fancy new businesses going up, and we still can't get them to open up the shops.
Smells like the Centauri Mills plant is making a new test batch. Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritz or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis. Not as a rule, no. Just the ones that come to Gagarin and want to change it. And those folks usually ask for disgusting, overly complicated drinks. You one of them? Feel free to see yourself out, Spritz.
Hey there. What? Door's always open.
Chronicles of the Mech Riders. It's a good title. You read it, right? Ah, then let me explain. Action, adventure, heartbreak, humanity at its absolute most raw. Ever since I left the military, I've been thinking about writing chronicles. Interviewing other mech pilots about what it was like to experience the war strapped in, and what it's been like for us ex-pilots since mechs were banned. Deployed from 2309 till the fleet got themselves blown to bits 2 years later, and the UC waved the white flag. I was at the Battle of Mars when the Free Stars dropped in to try and blow our industrial output to smithereens. If you've ever visited Sidonia and noticed it's still in one piece, that's my unit's work. Well, in the bold future where the book's done and I don't have to track packages for a living anymore, I'll happily sign your copy. Now, what can I do for you? Sailing across the settled systems, hunting down all these other pilots, it's not going to be cheap. That's why I'm living in scenic Gagarin and not, say, downtown New Atlantis. Every spare credit goes right into the book fund. Of course, I don't exactly mind living in the same town where my mech was built either. But once I've got enough, I'm gone. The armistice that ended the colony war put plenty of new laws into place, but the two big ones were no more xeno-weapons and no more mechs. You'll get into trouble for even having mech components on your ship on most settled worlds. So those of us that made our living piloting them were left without a purpose. Which is how I went from driving a 1500 horsepower battle frame to working in a shipping warehouse. When folks lose a limb, some get ghost sensations. Feel like the limb's still there. Well, imagine that across your whole body. When you're strapped in long enough, you and your machine, you grow to understand each other. What the machine can take and keep going, and what the human can. We'd even sleep in our mechs so we could deploy faster. And since they were a hell of a lot more comfortable than the cots the UC issued, you spent your life cradled in the arms of a war machine. That's what it's like to pilot a mech, and that's what I want to write about. Roger that.
Ugh, real scorcher today, isn't it?
You from off-world? Well, if you like your destinations hot and dusty, Gagarin's got you covered.
You been to Clint recently? You get crushed under all that crap yet?
The Terrabrew kiosk still busted? I swear, last time that thing worked, there were still humans on Earth.
Probably better for your own well-being you don't see how this stuff gets made. You know, I've been so busy. Centauri Mills sees a lot of potential in Gagarin. All the security of a UC city, but at a fraction of the cost.
I've got applications in at ArcMind and Reliant. And I know most of the other applicants, so I think I'm a shoo-in.
Gagarin was a one-industry city for a long time. Now, we got a little bit of everything. Share the catwalks, all right? I don't want to have to fish anyone else.
If you thought it was hot out here, you should try working in the foundry.
I don't miss all the extra heat from the old forges.
You have any problems? You should talk to Chief Pretorius. She'll help you out.
My mom said the other day she's going to ship me off to Neon. Maybe that's bad.
Sorry, I'm not taking any new clients at the moment. You're back. Weird. I've always been passionate about environmental law, so coming here was a natural fit. Imagine having all these wild ideas about how you were going to end corporate malfeasance, and I couldn't even win one case. But you can only cry about it for so long. I told myself to suck it up and win the next one, and the one after that. It didn't matter how many tries it took, I'd just keep chiseling away at the whole justice system until I made a crack. Maybe, but I'll be here anyway, holding the galaxy's tiniest chisel. Not as many as I should, given the contracts these miners are signing. Most of the time, I'm just here to remind folks they've got rights. A piece of paper can make you do a lot of things, but it can't break the law. If you'll excuse me.
Welcome back.
I hate it when the walkways creak.
Anything I can help you? With?
Captain Reed, do you require my assistance?
Lifting off now. Achieving orbit now.
United Colonies space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
Open to you, Constellation.
Docking cycle complete. Yeah?
Hey there, how's it going?
Captain Reed. Hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood. Former Crimson Fleet. An old Jacoboons would be the term for it, back in my day. Left that life behind me. Even before I signed up with Constellation, I was retired. An honest job. No shame in that. Some of us have done far worse. Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye. That one's all on me. The Eye is the nickname for the star station. Think of it as one big telescope. Always preferred working alone, even around people I like. But we're all working together on this one. No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive. Wouldn't be tipping your ear if I thought it was a waste of time. Giving you the best of what's available. No more. You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried. Another rook in Constellation who's making a name for herself. Likes to be on her own. I can relate, so I try to look out for her more than most. She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting. Usually doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay? The Eye's seen all it can for the moment. Ever run the scholars on the Centaurus Proclamation? The original treaty that gave every human the right to colonize the stars? Stolen by some fool's joke of a Crimson Fleet rook looking to trade names to Captain. Sight to see pinned above my chair, like the whole settled systems was mine for the taking. Time dances its years forward, and I'd retired. That's when our own Sarah Morgan walks into the tale. Fire in her eyes and her head full of intel I thought I had spent the labor's efforts burying. Of course, I didn't have the Centaurus proclamation just lounging in my pockets. Belonged to the ship and her new captain in the fleet I had left behind. Tipped your ear long enough, but the short line of it, Sarah and I returned the treaty to the rightful owners, and I decided to hang around, lend an old pirate's wisdom to the mission. I make the visit when they need me. Don't mind the loner's life most days, and the eye is important work. But I should make the trip more often. Can't let Walter be the only one tending bar there too long. Everyone will forget what a good drink tastes like. That's why I missed your little welcome party. Got caught up plotting all the data the eye can give us. Wouldn't mind the helper's hand, though. Could speed the process along. Up-to-date planetary scans would help filter all the data I have to sift through. Maybe help to find the anomalous bits. And Constellation can slide a credit or two your way. All part of the mission of charting the stars, right? Then we're hand in hand in agreement. Now, get out there and burn some helium. You've tipped my ear. Jaw the words another time, then. Oh, sore. One too many squats. And the darkness gets lit. Raise the thoughts with you later.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete. Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
Enemy vessels. Word. Deliver a message. Colonists in the system. Emergency. Come to my farm. Urgent. Alvin Lopez, to any lift vessels. Word. Deliver a message. Colonists in the system. Emergency. Come to my farm.
Target acquired.
Go for the kill!
Target's shields are down.
You fried them and taken down their shields.
Take her out!
Grav jump system flatlined.
Something I can do for you? I was thinking about trying my hand running the Red Mile over on Prima 3. See if I couldn't make some credits. Then I remembered how much I enjoy living. I was on Gagarin not too far back. It was never a good-looking city, but ever since they banned mech manufacturing, that place just hasn't been the same.
Gear looks green, ready to land.
Yeah, boss?
I'm listening.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Talk to Al. Someone responded to the distress call? Been a while since we've had guests.
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before. Easy there. But you came here, what, to help? Looking for some sort of reward? Couldn't we all, right? Used to be 4 families that List helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me, True, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding, and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out. The League of Independent Settlers. Good-meaning fools happy to set colonists up in independent space. The promise is freedom. True freedom. If you can fend off all the spacers and pirates the settled systems can throw at you. No arguments here. The spacers have taken out the family's List satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite and I'll open a secure channel and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. and then get all of our satellites operational. List set us up with some secure communication satellites. Makes it hard for riffraff to pick us up. Well, in theory. The other families won't respond to communications on open channels. I figure if I didn't risk the distress call, we're all dead anyway. I have. Twice. I took out the old pickup. Last time I tried, I barely made it out alive. They're using the damn satellites as bait. My ship just isn't up for facing spacers. But yours, a whole different animal. Absolutely. I mean, don't expect much. Look around. Not exactly swimming in resources here. But hey, good luck.
Do you need something? See you later.
Talk to Albert. He's in charge.
Good day, Captain.
Time to leave this place behind. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Try and run!
Enemies shield, enemies gravity, blown out their grav. They've lost grav jump capability. They've lost grav jump capability. Their shields are gone. Take them out. Their shields are gone. Take them out. Their grav drive's down.
Easy pickings. Ha ha.
systems offline. Enemy's shield grid is fried. Enemy targets, their engines are down. Targets' shields are offline. We've taken out their shields. They've overloaded our jump system.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Target has lost its full engine loss on target.
We have full jump capability. Nice clean dock, Captain.
Hey.
Let's see what we're working with here.
Damn it.
Looks like I've still got it. Stop for a little fun!
Something you need?
They've detached. Let's get out of here.
Communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello? Wait, what? Oh, hardy ha ha. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Huh. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
Enemy's grab drive out. You took out their jump. You tagged their grab drive. You tagged their grab drive. You tagged their grab drive. Their shield system is damaged. Their shield system is damaged. You've taken down their shields. Target's shields are off. Enemies jump. You tagged their grab drive. Their shields are gone. Take them out. They've lost grav jump capability. We've blown out their grav drive. Target's shields are down.
Enemy's shields
gone. Target's jump system down. They're not jumping. You took out the enemy's grav drives down. Their grav drives down. Their grav drives down.
To Banda? Banda, you there? You got the satellites back up? I'd help. Big help from a friend. I didn't know you had friends. I'm turning over a new leaf. In that vein, we have to meet. All the families. Oh, I bet Jackie's gonna love that. I haven't exactly talked to her yet. She hasn't forgiven you, you know. Not sure I have either. It's ancient history. We all need to get over it. See you soon. All right, connection closed. Panda's good people. I'm glad he's willing to meet. Time to get to fixing the other satellites.
Took out their jump drive. Enemy's grav drive out of commission. jump drive is offline.
Not your day.
They've lost grab jump. Enemies grab drive. Blown out their grab drive. Ha! Their grab drive's down. Their grab drive's down. Enemy's grab drive disabled. Target's shields are down. Target's jump system down. Their shield. You took out their jump drive. You took out their jump drive. Ha! Then we've taken out their... Enemy's grab drive out of commission. Their grab drive's down. Enemy's shield system is offline. Disabled. They've lost or to taken down their shields.
Lopez to Lemaire. Jacqueline, are you there?
Albin? How the hell? I'm almost glad to hear your voice.
Listen, we need to meet, all of us. These spacers have got us on the ropes.
What sort of game are you playing? We're not going to fall for another of your cons.
No game, no ruse. Times have changed. We need to move on or we'll all be the saddest little footnote in history.
We can meet, but it'll be on my ship.
Fine.
Huh.
I closed the call. So that's good old Jackie. Get to the other families. Hopefully they'll give us a better reception. Lopez to win? Lopez to win. When? When? This does not sound good. When? Please! We may be the three families now. And that's the last of them. Stranger, let's meet up on Lemaire's ship. I'll square away payment. But I have a feeling this ain't over and there may be further paying work ahead.
Say it to Jackie.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
You've got something for me?
You need something?
So, this is our savior, huh? Figured you'd need someone else to do something useful.
Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty sure the Spacers got the wins. No contact with them.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people, and they died. Needlessly. Because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You've scammed me time and time again, Albin.
The Spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made, we need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact, nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot, enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
The problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word? First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here, with heartfelt compliments. But I expect you know what's coming next. We're not military folk, and I'm not ashamed to say we are out of our depth. I'll pay you more, much more. If you can help kick the Spacers out of our system for good, and coordinate our efforts to do so. Hence the recompense part of the arrangement. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when List sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made an odd credit here or there at their expense. Something Lemaire especially has never let me live down. But now we need the Lemaires and the Bandits both, I reckon. Listen, I'm not proud of what I did, but this was my system first. Then Jackie comes lately arrives, and maybe it rubbed me wrong. But it's ancient history. We gotta evolve or we're just fuel for the Spacers. And I guess you've been a saint. We all have skeletons in the proverbial closet. Just some of us, well, more than most. We need to cooperate now, but also in the future. We need a mutual defense pact. As our new mercenary commander, please talk with Band and Lemaire. Lemaire, God help us, especially we could use. Her family's got the most ships and crew by far. But if she's a lost cause, Ben and I can muddle through.
Just so you know, Albin is a con man and a thief. Associating with the likes of him reflects poorly on your character. Might be I misjudged you. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacers all by ourselves. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose. The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm. I may not be some sort of military expert, but you can't know that for certain. Well, if you're offering, I hadn't considered. I mean, if I could trust all parties involved, of course, you're right. Well, you might have a point. Fine. Let Albin know that I'm willing to try this defense pact for now.
A defense pact gives us a real chance at a future.
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pact? Might be worth a laugh if the stakes weren't so high. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Albin working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back. If you say so. Well, the bandits will join the defense pact. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
So is the defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. You convinced Jackie? And now I do believe in miracles. How in the hell did you manage that? I guess there's no need to know how the sausage gets made. This time. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call. You got it. I'll send the long word. After you deal with the Spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the Spacers are based.
Hiya, Skipper. What do you need?
We're free and clear for flight.
Look alive, crew. One gun out! Shit! You've met your match. Pound them to dust!
Enemy's grav drive out of commission. Enemy's grav drive out of commission. Enemy Q targets jump. Q took out their jump drive. Enemy's shield grid is fried. Enemy's jump drive is offline. Targets eliminated. Enemy's grab drive out of commission. They've lost grab jump capability. Enemy's shield. Enemy's grab drive disabled. You tagged their grab drive.
Some damage here, but
You
we're clear.
tagged their grab
Thanks,
drive.
stranger.
Target's shields are offline. Target's shields are offline.
I got my eyes on you. Well, my scanners.
What have we here? Ha ha ha! Not backing down.
They're not jumping. We've blown out their grab drive. We've blown out their grab drive. Targets lost their shields. Their shield system is damaged. We tagged them. Enemy's jump drive is offline. Enemy's grab drive disabled. Target's jump system down. Enemy's grab drive out of commission. Enemy's engines are offline. We've tagged their engines.
They've lost gravity. Enemy's shields gone.
Enemy's shield grid is fried. Enemy's shield
Major contacts eliminated.
Enemy's
That
shield
was-
grid is fried.
Wow. Some good flying there. Lopez is ready for you at the farm. Thanks.
I guess it's time to squeeze back into our suits.
Been a while since we've had guests. Well, I guess even the village idiot has a good idea from time to time.
Glad to hear you're back, safe and sound. Banda, you owe me 30 credits.
You're tougher than I thought.
Easy money. So while you were doing that, I used the communication satellites to triangulate some spacers' chatter.
You did what?
I'm more than just a pretty face. Anyway, there's an old derelict star station the spacers are using as a base. Our ships ain't exactly in the best of repair. We'll see how many we can get back online for the big show. There are undoubtedly a lot of spacers there, both ships and men on the station itself.
We need to excise this cancer from our system. Every last one of them.
100% agree. So, oh glorious leader, any words of wisdom or inspiration before we embark? I like your style. We need to bring everything we got to bear. There won't be any do-overs on this one. We'll all be waiting for you to jump in.
Greetings, Captain.
How's it going?